Hello. It is Tuesday, September the 19th. I'm tired. Are y'all tired? Hey, babe, I'm tired. But this time next week, I'll be on vacation. So that's a good thing. Does that light bulb make my head look like I'm maybe getting rays from outer space? Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought I would answer some questions I've gotten. First, when you saw my room tour, you saw that I do have a spinning wheel, and I did spin. And those of you that have been with me for a long time may remember my spinning. I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed spindle spinning as well. I think, should I ever decide to spin again, I will spindle spin. So I have a Kiwi Ashford spinning wheel, or an Ashford is the name brand, and then Kiwi is the style. It is like brand new, and I'm going to have to, I need to sell it. So I've just got to figure out how to sell it. Now, I don't want to, take it apart into all of its little pieces, so I probably will go on Ravelry. They have a section for selling equipment. So I will probably go on Ravelry to sell my wheel, unless any of you want to make me an offer. The next question was, what kind of laminator do I have? Just talk amongst yourselves for a second while I look. It is a Swingline Inspire Plus, and I keep it in the box because I don't use it very often. So, my blanket, see? Okay. Inspire. And it was one of the inexpensive ones on Amazon. Excuse me. Another question from my painting was, why didn't I just have a regular paintbrush and have to keep squirting it? No reason. Duh, on my part. I should have had a bowl. The brush I was using is an aqua brush. It has an empty, the bottom of it is empty, then you fill that up with water, and then you can squeeze water out. And I do that, and I did that during the video. But I should have had a bowl or a jar for cleaning my brush in between colors. That was just I was gathering salt and saran wrap, and I didn't think about getting water, which I should have. But I still should have had a jar to rinse out my brush. And I wish I could find what I did with those other brushes that I had with my other watercolor set. I mean, I know I put it somewhere safe. Where? Beats the heck out of me. What do I do for a job? I work for a large company, and the division that I work for handles the accounts receivable for other large companies. So we purchase their accounts receivable, and then it's up to us to collect them and post them. And I just work and do whatever they tell me to do. I don't mind the work. I really don't. But I think my personal supervisor does care about each one of us in her department. And above that, I think we are just pawns. There's no appreciation for what we do. We're paid very poorly for this area. And I know I've had plenty of time to change because I've been there for 17 years now. And I've tried I've gone on a couple other interviews, and one time I found out I didn't really want the job that they were offering. I thought I did, but then I didn't once I heard the explanation. And then I don't want a kind of a job that's going to keep me up at night. I really don't. But that's that. That's the kind of brain I have. My brain does well there. My brain's very logical, process oriented that way. So for me, when I have the prompts on the swap and the ATCs that I've got two that I need to make now. One is a fall theme and the other is a Halloween theme. My brain doesn't do well with that because there's no, I can't open to page 243 and copy down the Halloween theme. So I have to be creative. And, the more I do creative things, the more it challenges the creative part of my brain. So that's pretty good because, see, with my crochet, I follow a pattern. I'm pretty good at color, choosing colors and what colors go together, but I'm not all that great with, I don't even want to try to design patterns. That's just something that doesn't interest me. So anyway, I'm not creative in that way. So at one time I wanted to write books, but after several starts, I decided that I really enjoy reading a lot more than I enjoy writing. Writing is hard. It's hard work to get your point across without just saying, here's my point. Maya Angelou had just the best quote about writing. Someone asked her, about, I don't remember which one of her books it was, but they said, how did you manage to write this book that's 500, 1,000 pages or whatever? And she said, one word at a time. Therein lies the rub because it's, wow. I used to think it would just flow, and it doesn't. I've tried Stephen King's approach, which is you just sit down and you write for 4 or 5 hours, and then you leave and think about it maybe or whatever, and you come in the next day and you edit what you wrote the day before and you write more. But I don't think I have what it takes. Maybe if I'm able to retire and I have enough time to string along instead of just a week of vacation or 2, whatever, we'll see. But not while I'm still working. I think that was all the questions. I'm going to check my journal. I can show you, give you a wee update in my journal. And I wanted to let you know, let's see, I think I was back to about here because I had showed you this was my week planner, bullet journal for the past week, last week. And I have the days down here and things, date specific or whatever. And if there were no, here's what to do, I wrote, here's what I did. And then here were my goals and tasks. And then that was the day I cleaned my room, which I also cleaned my art studio that day. And I also cleaned my craft room all in one day. Whew. Then this was things. And then the more artist trading card swaps and whatever I signed up for, it started feeling it was getting out of hand, and so I have had to make a tracker. This is just journaling, more journaling, and then this week's bullet journal. And I did it the same with the days here and goals and tasks. I like that because my goal is to vlog every day. So that's not so much a task, you know. So I enjoy that I can kind of, you know, do that as I go. And I wanted to mention, if I have empty spaces, I'll go back and I'll write something, or I'll put a sticker. I'll get my stickers out and I'll just put stickers all over the place, anywhere there's a empty spot. That was my podcast notes, I think. Yeah. Journaling. And here's where I made a tracker for my artist trading cards. And that made me feel a whole lot better, you know, to keep track. I don't want to lose track of something, and so this is going to keep me, you know, where I'll know, what have I got to do, what has been done, what am I waiting to get back, that kind of thing. And then that's just today, and I've been thinking about the beach. What do I need to take to the beach? And I want to make sure that I don't do what I did the last time we went camping, when I didn't take any cool weather gear. And then I had to wrap up in a beach towel because I was cold. Didn't have a blanket, didn't have sweatpants, didn't have a jacket. Duh. So that's on my list for next week. Because September at the beach, you never know what you're going to get at on the Atlantic. You just don't know. It's hurricane season. You just have to take whatever there is. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, and then Thursday I do have to go get the boy, and then there's packing to do, and then bon voyage. At any rate, I hope everybody's doing well. If you have other questions, leave them below, or you can message me on Ravelry, or we have a podcast group on Ravelry, and it's just Gojenn Podcast, I think. And you can go there and join up if you want to. Be sure and friend me. I am Gojenn on Instagram as well. So please, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. Unless you have a private profile, and then I can't see what you're doing. So I really do hope that you will like and subscribe. And if you hit the little bell button, it will send you an email or message whenever I upload content, which I'm hoping till the end of September. I haven't missed a day yet that I had Wi-Fi. So, and as far as I remember, the place we're going to at the beach, we will have Wi-Fi. So, at any rate, if you have questions, just let me know. And until tomorrow, I wish you nothing but love and laughter.